And good evening and welcome. People have been waiting for this for the last few months. Welcome to the Hidabroot Penthouse Giveaway number 3 tonight. One lucky winner will walk away with this amazing penthouse in Yerushalayim, and it could be you listening to us live on 97.5 FM in Brooklyn, or watching us on radiohidabroot.com or on hidabrootraffle.org. Now, these are a few numbers that you should keep in mind tonight, because if you want to be in on this great raffle, to be able to win this penthouse apartment in Yerushalayim, this is your opportunity. Tonight, in just a little while, we are going to be raffling off this great penthouse in Yerushalayim. So call right now, 877-HIDABROOT, 877-443-2276, 877-443-2276, or hidabrootraffle.org for you to enter into this amazing raffle. Tonight we have a great program for you, a great lineup of great Jewish music. We also have a lineup of great inspirational speakers, so sit back and enjoy. But we do want to, before we begin all the great entertainment, remember these numbers, 877-HIDABROOT, 877-443-2276, or hidabrootraffle.org. And support the amazing work that Hidabroot is doing in Israel, bringing back thousands of neshamas. Now, you know, some people keep on asking what Hidabroot is and what Hidabroot is all about. I'll tell you the truth, I got introduced to Hidabroot about a year ago when I got invited to do a show, a radio show every Thursday night, Leil Shishi with Yoeli. I'm sure if you're familiar. If not, tune in every Thursday night on 97.5 FM or radiohidabroot.com. From 9 o'clock, where we have a great show. But I was introduced to Hidabroot about a year ago, and I only understood a little bit of what it's about. And tonight we are going to hear and learn what Hidabroot is all about. Hidabroot is an organization that was spearheaded by Rabbi Zamir Cohen, and he started this organization taking a television station in Israel, a national station in Israel, and taking an hour at a time, and building from there, going and into the homes of the secular Jews living in Israel, going into the homes of those that are not from, that are unfortunately unaffiliated, and he went and spoke to them directly. Most of them, when they started watching this channel, they mocked it, they made fun. And then, before you know it, he started talking to their heart, and he went from 1 hour a week to an hour a day to a few hours a day, and before he realized, it's time to take a full channel, 24 hours a day, 6 days a week, and they go into the homes. And I hope I got this number right. If I don't have it correct, we'll clarify later. But the way I understand it is that there are 264,000 viewers that watch Hidabroot channel every single day. And talking directly to their hearts. And as I said before, they mock it, they make fun of it, but before you know it, they're listening and they're watching, and there are many, many stories, and we'll hear a few of them later on tonight, of great stories of people that were Balei Tshuva, that were brought back to Yiddishkeit through this amazing television station in Eretz Yisrael. To talk to me and help me talk a little bit more about Hidabroot and about the great raffle that we're going to be doing tonight, which is taking place very, very soon. Call right now, 877-HIDABROOT, 877-443-2276, 877-443-2276. It gives me great pleasure to introduce to the show Rabbi Barry Blyer from Hidabroot here in the United States. And Rabbi Blyer, welcome to the show. Welcome to our raffle giveaway tonight.
Thank you, thank you.
And so, I started a little bit. You were on the show with me Thursday night, and tonight I understand we have a broader audience. People could watch it and see what we're talking about. I started a little bit saying about when did this actually start? When did the Rabbi Cohen start actually going and going into the homes through this television channel?
It's very interesting. It started 8 years ago when they were offered a channel to speak on 1 hour a week. Rabbi Zamir was offered this opportunity, and he took that opportunity and he started showing an hour a week Torah. When they started Hidabroot, they didn't think they're going to have more than a few thousand people watching Torah on television. Never thought more than 5,000, 10,000 at most. But we were very surprised. In Israel, people are looking for Rochnius, people are looking for spirituality, and it just went up and up the numbers. So we went from an hour a week, we became an hour a day, 2 hours a day, 3 hours a day, and it went up and up, and the viewership went up and up and up. And we just couldn't help it, and we just got bigger and bigger until 2.5 years ago, we became 24 hours, 6 days a week, and it just turning over Israel.
Wow.
Just turning over Israel.
And so when you say that this goes directly into these people's home, but what would make somebody who's not affiliated to Yiddishkeit, he lives in Eretz Yisrael, he's living in Israel, but he really doesn't know much about Yiddishkeit. Unfortunately, there are many people like that. What would make them turn on the Hidabroot channel? Why would they want to, Torah, I don't want to turn that on. Why would they turn that on?
One of these people that are watching the schmutz day and night, and for 20 years straight, and it gets a time when they're just fed up with the schmutz, and they want to get, they have a neshama, the Yidden, the Jews, they have a neshama, and it's yearning for something more than just schmutz. So they have, where they look fit, they don't have any rabbis or rabbanim, they have the TV. So they go from channel to channel looking to get the neshama should be, feel better.
They're looking for something special. They can't find it.
They can't find it, and they're looking, and they go from one channel to the next, and it's just the same 20 years straight. And suddenly they hit Hidabroot channel, and they say, let's hear what the black hats have to say. Let's hear what do they have to say. And so, okay, they watch the channel for a little bit, and they have a Yiddish neshama, these people. And the Yiddish neshama starts burning in them, and they feel it. They can't help it. They finish the show, they feel so good. Wherever I go in Israel, you hear it from these people, Hidabroot. It's the whole neshama, it's everything. The whole day they're living in it.
So again, if you want to, obviously, to run such a program and run such a thing, it costs thousands, if not millions of dollars.
Correct.
And to have a 24 hours a day a television channel, and it's high quality. We're not talking about it's a high quality channel they could watch, and there's tons of speeches and lectures and kosher entertainment. It's all there for them, and they're only able to do this.
It happens to be it's millions and millions of dollars, and the way it started years ago was that there was a few donors who they saw how important this thing is for Klal Yisrael. So they gave $1 million, $100,000, and that's how we supported Hidabroot from the beginning years. But they got bigger and bigger in the recession, and these donors stopped giving what they used to give. And basically, the way it's running now is it's just trying to move on, and it's really, they really need help.
So here's your opportunity, and they're giving away this amazing penthouse apartment in Yerushalayim. I understand the view from that penthouse is unbelievable. You see all the beautiful view of Yerushalayim. So it could be yours. Now the way I understand, it's not even so expensive to get into this raffle. It's $120 or $12 a month. For $12 a month, they charge you a credit card for the next 12 months. Call right now, 877-HIDABROOT, 877-443-2276, 877-443-2276. Let's get those phones ringing, or you could go online and buy the tickets at hidabrootraffle.org. hidabrootraffle.org. This is your opportunity to be part of, I would say, the greatest Kiruv movement of today. I mean,
of all times.
Of all times. I stand corrected. Okay, so here's your opportunity, and thank you very much. We'll hear a little bit soon from Rabbi Barry Blyer, a little bit soon on, in the show. He's going to check out to make sure, you go make sure that those phones are ringing.
The phones that have not stopped ringing because we have a big budget to cover here, a few $100,000. Just keep that phone ringing. And every donation is a big part and the biggest Kiddush Hashem effort of all times. Every donation is helping it, and every $100, every $120 is doing the thing. This is giving the gasoline for the biggest Kiddush Hashem, 264,000 people every day. You can be a part of it now. If you gave already and you bought raffle tickets, you buy more raffle tickets.
That's right. I was actually going to talk about that right now. So thank you very much, Rabbi Blyer. Thank you very much. We'll see you a little bit later on in the show. Before I get to my co-host, I actually have a co-host tonight, believe it or not. I can't believe that I have the, to say something, to have a co-host like this. The legendary Yossi Green will be joining me momentarily because we have a great night of entertainment for you. The music of Yossi Green. But before we get to that, let me make sure again, tell you 877-HIDABROOT, 877-443-2276, only $120 a raffle. Now, if you bought already, you didn't wait to the last minute like a lot of people wait, we have something special just for you. We're going to give you a $600 value. If you right now go and buy for $100, you can get 5 more tickets into the raffle. But you had to have bought a ticket already. If you bought already in the last 3-4 months, when you got all these beautiful magazines that we've sent out, and all these other things that you've gotten in the mail or other phone calls, whatever, if you participated already, now for another $100 donation, you get 5 more tickets. Right now, call 877-HIDABROOT, 877-HIDABROOT, 877-443-2276. 877-443-2276 or hidabrootraffle.org. And it gives me great pleasure to welcome my co-host for this evening, the legendary composer, Yossi Green. Wow, Yossi, it's good.
Hold on, it's a legend here. I gotta get
It's a legend.
I gotta get comfortable.
First of all, when they called me and told me I'm going to have to co-host with you, I got a little nervous.
Why?
The
I'm the you're the host. What's the problem? I have no idea how to host.
You have no idea. The truth is, till about a year ago, I never either did. But Baruch Hashem, over the last year. But tell me, first of all, Yossi.
By the way, you know that you're my favorite host, my favorite interview. And this is not Hanifa. I'm not a Hanifa. I was speaking to some of the people backstage. That when it comes to being interviewed, you're the guy who asks the questions that make me comfortable.
You know, that's what makes me nervous.
And you love the job that you do. And this smile is a real smile. This is not made, like some of those other hosts we don't want to talk about. Anyway, so I'm very, very happy to be here with you.
That's right.
Maybe I'll learn something tonight of how to host.
Forget about it. Maybe the people out there will learn something about Yossi Green and, of course, about Hidabroot, 877 Hidabroot right now.
Maybe I was just thinking, when you keep saying 877 Hidabroot, for those people that don't know how to spell Hidabroot.
That's why I say the number, 443-2276.
Yeah, but I think we should say the spelling too, because once people understand the spelling, that they can figure it out themselves.
So H-I-D-A-B-R-R-R, sorry.
See what I mean? See, that's what happens here. H-I-D-A-B-R-O-O-T. Hidabroot.
Hidabroot.
The way it's written.
There we go, Hidabroot.
1877 Hidabroot.
Hidabroot or hidabrootraffle.org. So Yossi, this is, first of all, we schmoozed about your musical career a few months ago.
So we just got started.
We just got started.
We're just getting started.
We're just getting started.
Baruch Hashem, there's some good things coming up, they're telling me.
First, let's go back a little bit.
Okay, let's go back.
So how many, I know you answered this to me a few months
Doesn't
ago.
matter.
But
Doesn't
people
matter.
that
Ask it as if you never asked it
I'm
before.
going to ask it again. How many years ago did you start composing a song?
Hold on, let me think about that one. How many years ago? Well, I tell you, the first song that, Baruch Hashem, the first song that I wrote, I think, was 38 years ago.
Wow.
Anybody in this building is 38 years old, by the way? I don't know, I'm not sure.
Anyway. You definitely don't look 38. You look good.
Secrets. Anyway.
Oh, yeah. I thought the people are going to learn something tonight.
Absolutely. Just listen carefully. Read between the lines.
The musical lines. Okay.
Musical lines.
Anyway, so you decided the first song is 38 years ago.
Yes, I was very, very lucky. And you want to know that by the chance? You want to know the name of that song?
Actually, you stumped me last time. I thought I knew it, but you got it. So, but now I know the answer already.
Exactly. But I tell you, I have a very interesting. I wrote a song for Lipa a few years ago. Lipa Schmelzer.
Right.
People know who Lipa Schmelzer is, anyways. So I wrote a song called Ich ha gechabt b'va'ani. And that Ich ha gechabt b'va'ani was like a look back at when we were young. And Va'ani is in Parshas Vayechi. There's a pasuk called Va'ani, where Yaakov Avinu starts explaining to Yosef HaTzadik why he was asking something from him that he felt bad that he couldn't do for his mother. So as little children, we had to build a whole story on this Va'ani, and of course, if we didn't know the story, so what I realized is Chaboch Bekimen Bavahani. Because the first song that I ever wrote was called Barama Mishma. And where did we get the words from? We didn't look in Tanakh in those days. It was in the Rashi in Vayechi and Va'ani. There you have this.
It was originally by London School of Jewish Song.
By London School of Jewish Song originally. So whenever I say Cholichab Bavani, but Chaboch Bekimen Bavani.
So there you go. So that first song.
Did you hear that one yet?
That's a new one. That's a new one. Is that those were in the Williamsburg days?
Exactly.
Very good. So I was thought you were going to tell me that you composed the Cholichab Bavani, your first song.
No, you're kidding. Those days I was still copying Bavani.
Anyway, so it's 38 years of
9 hours so far, but who's counting?
And a little bit later we're gonna schmooze about over
the
years.
We have 38 years to
38 hours. But I was told that the raffle's happening very soon.
Okay.
So I have to call right now 877 Hidabroot, 877 Hidabroot or hidabrootraffle.org. Hidabroot spelled Hidabroot or 443-2276, 877 area code. So call right now and participate, and you could win this beautiful penthouse apartment in Yerushalayim.
Imagine getting a penthouse apartment in Yerushalayim.
So remember, you got to be in it to win it. You want to win it. It could be yours if you put in the ticket right now at 877 Hidabroot. Anyway, but lately you've been working on many different productions.
Yes.
And I know that recently you've been involved in many different albums.
Yes.
And actually we're going to highlight some of those albums, some of those singers
yes,
tonight.
Absolutely.
And as they come up, we'll surprise the Olam. There's going to be a great lineup of performers tonight. And so stay tuned. And of course, make sure to buy those raffle tickets. Stay tuned. But we actually have one of those guests. We have one of those guests that are going to be joining us. But before we get to that guest, how did you, at one point how did you decide who you want to sell a song to, who you want to give a song, or they come to you?
Okay, so you want to know the process.
Right.
So the process is like this.
Listen carefully.
At this point, Baruch Hashem, in my career, there are people that if they want to do something, they want to do a project, a musical project, they contact me somehow. And if it works out that the two of us, we get together and we feel that we have something, that they have to be sure that I have something to offer them, and I have to be sure they have something to offer me, believe it or not. We're not talking about money now, we're talking about something that will inspire me. And we get together, and we have a conversation, and we have like an interview sort of, where we find out what it is about this person, how he connects, since we are in the Jewish business, we are talking about Jewish ideas, we're talking about holy ideas, and we want to see how the singer, how he connects with the ideas of Yiddishkeit.
Right.
And once I feel, and many times the singer will drop a clue as to what he likes and which part of davening has a lot of meaning to him. And if I feel the connection and I feel the honesty in the expression, the way the singer explains to me that this is what he really loves, then if the Rebbe Shem helps, I can write a song.
So you have to connect with the singer before
totally. Without a connection, I can't do anything.
So
I don't write songs and then I say, okay, anybody?
Anybody, like you go to the supermarket and buy...
877 Hidabroot, you know?
No, they should dial 877 Hidabroot, but you're not going to get a Yossi Green song there.
No,
but you can win a penthouse.
10,000 Yerushalayim.
10,000 Yerushalayim. Okay, we're going to get to some of your productions and your things in a minute. Actually, we have a special guest on the phone. He's actually one of our hosts that speak every week on Hidabroot Radio in Brooklyn, and he's also the founder of Shabbat.com. It gives me great pleasure to welcome to the show, to the Hidabroot Raffle tonight, the one and only Rabbi Ben-Zion Klatzkau. Rabbi Klatzkau, how are you tonight? Hello. Rabbi Klatzkau, are you there? Is he on the line?
Hello, I'm Klatzkau, and it is an honor to be on Hidabroot. Can you hear me?
Yes, we hear you loud and clear.
Okay, fantastic. So, I would love to be in the studio for this event. During the times of Mashiach, HaKadosh Baruch Hu is going to allow His word to be heard throughout the world at the same time. And in the olden days, we picture how is the world going to know about Mashiach so quickly? How are we going to bring Yidden back to Torah and mitzvahs so quickly? How is that going to happen? And we always knew that HaKadosh Baruch Hu created media in order for us to be able to reach out. That's what the Chazon Ish says. And one of the obvious ways of reaching out is through radio. Every car has a radio. Every home has a radio, and we've waited for the longest time for that site to be available to the public. And there have been Jewish radio stations in the past. Those Jewish radio stations would have music and would have contests and games, but real Teichen, real substance, real Torah was not available until Hidabroot came around. And Hidabroot came, and they are trying to create a revolution. In Eretz Yisrael, they have created a revolution already, and now they have moved to America. And when one wants to support Torah, one can support Torah by involving Talmidim one after the next, or one can support in a way that will involve thousands and thousands of people who need and want the inspiration. And that's exactly what Hidabroot is doing. I'm right now in Las Vegas, Nevada. That's where I am now. And I'm not here to gamble, chas v'chalila. I'm here to reach out to the Yidden, especially the UNLV College. UNLV, that's University of Nevada, Las Vegas. And I came onto campus today, and I'm looking for Yidden, and I stopped them. I said, "Are you Jewish?" And there was a person who walked by, and I said, "Are you Jewish?" And then when they got closer, I saw that emblazoned across their sweatshirt were the words Yashka, the real thing. And I'm thinking, oh no, this person is not Jewish, and they won't even be very friendly to the conversation. And yet, when I began speaking to this person said, "No, actually I am Jewish. I was just borrowing my roommate's sweatshirt. And I am Jewish." And we continued speaking, and then I asked them, had they been to Israel before? And they said no. And they signed up to go learn for 15 days. And I'm thinking that that's a great marshal for what Hidabroot is doing. Because we know who the Yidden are, and hopefully we're reaching out. But what about all of those Yidden that have nobody reaching out to them? There's nobody who even knows if they're Jewish. Well, Hidabroot creates a tool, a vehicle, where even if somebody has that proverbial sweatshirt on, even if you look at them and they don't look very Jewish, but all they need to do is click on the radio and they get inspired. And I believe that Hidabroot is one of the tools that Be'ez Hashem will bring Mashiach. It should be obvious to everyone that if you want to support Torah in a very large way, then supporting Hidabroot is a very, very fine way of spending your money and reaching out to all of Klal Yisrael. So it's first to be part. I have a show on Monday. We speak about Chinuch Habanim, and it's just to be part of it. And as was mentioned, I'm involved in Shabbat.com, and I want to tell you that Shabbat.com, the website, is firmly behind Hidabroot and what Hidabroot does. And on behalf of all of the members of Shabbat.com, and on behalf of all of Klal Yisrael, we want to give great Hakar Satay to you for the great work that you're doing. Thank you very much. This has been Sion Klatsko wishing you much bracha from Las Vegas, Nevada.
Okay, thank you very much, Rabbi Ben-Sion Klatskow, for those inspiring words. And as he mentioned, support the great work of Hidabroot at 877-HIDABROOT, 877-443-2276, or at hidabrootraffle.org. And that penthouse could be yours if you enter right now. Okay, now, as I said, I have my co-host here with me tonight, the one and only, the legendary Yossi Green.
Yeah, still a legend.
Still a legend. And Baruch Hashem, and we started talking about that you've been involved in many of those great new singers and talents that you've been involved with. And tonight we have with us also Shlomi Toisig, who's here with us. Shlomi, welcome to the program.
Hi, welcome. How are you?
So, first of all, I had the honor of hosting you on my show a few months ago. And we got to talk about anything in the works. I'm assuming it's Yossi.
There's always something in the works. And you're talking about
Shlomi.
in this works? Yeah, Shlomi's doing, should I tell him? Or would you like to tell them about the works?
Nobody does it better than Yossi. I'll let Yossi do it.
Anyway, Shlomi's in the middle of doing a new album.
Oh, wow.
Shlomi's second album. First album was very, very special. And as a matter of fact, one of the songs that he sang that I had the zechia to write for him, which Baruch Hashem, he made it into a big hit across the world, and he'll sing it for us tonight.
Few minutes.
Right.
Called Moide Manachnilach, as he said, don't give it away.
No, you're right.
Oh, that was the title track of your
That was
last
the title
album.
track. That they know already.
Oh,
But,
okay. All right.
Listen, it's a popular song. People know Shlomi.
Anyway, we have a new album that we're working on.
Okay.
Baruch Hashem, and if I can tell a little story, there's always a little story.
Always.
About this new album.
Every legend has stories.
Yeah, there we go.
if there's no story, there's no song.
Exactly. No story, there's no song. Anyway, so there is a great Erlichi, he's a Rebbe. I don't want to talk about who he is because it's something, I have a very special relationship with him, and every once in a while he sends me a message that he'd like me to come in, and he talks to me, and he shows me a lyric, something that he would like a song of. Most of the time, these songs remain with him. That if he likes the song.
And you've written songs for him?
I've written 23 songs for him.
The big rabbit, just
Big
not
Rabbit.
a big rabbit.
Okay, I don't want to say his name again.
Okay.
I didn't clear that it's okay to talk about
Okay.
it. Anyway, one of the things that and what does he do with it? He has it with himself. I'll give you an example. He called me last year before Rosh Hashanah. He told me that he was feeling he wants some chizik and he would like he'd like a Mikael Kamoichel. He wanted a song on that, so Baruch Hashem, I wrote him a song on that, and this is what he listens to by himself. It's nothing really like I can't.
Well,
I'm not
you
even
recorded-
what do
you
with it?
recorded a song?
I record it, I sing it, I give it to him, and he's got.
It's not a song you're gonna find on
No.
the internet.
So far not. Maybe one day he's gonna decide.
He's gonna do something with it.
Anyway, one of the things he asked me to do, which I couldn't deliver for him, there is a piece on Friday night in Zmir. It's called V'hei Rava. It's between Azar, the Ariya Kudish wrote Askinus Sidus, right? Between that and Yom HaShishi in Kiddush is this very special words. By the way, nobody knows who the author is.
Really?
We discussed this
Right.
already. We were looking. It's called Machaber Lo Yadua. Nobody knows
It's
who
a
it is.
Zoya,
maybe that was
like
his
a
name.
Zoya piece,
It's
but nobody knows.
it's in a Zoya language, but anyway, so he asked me, Yossi, he says, I finished Azamar Bishvokim, and I started Yom HaShishi, but in the middle there's this piece. If you could help me out with some kind of a nusach, I don't know exactly how to say it. It's the holiest moment. It's the moment where Friday night becomes Kiddush. So and I tried, and I went. At first I didn't understand the words very clearly, and I told him I'm sorry, I couldn't deliver. Right. A year and a half later, he comes with his friend Gershi Moskowitz.
From Team Production.
From Matzah Shabbos. They ring the doorbell. They both come in.
Wow,
They both
you
wear.
remember Matzah Shabbos.
How could I forget? They're both wearing strammels and beckages. And they come in. They want a song. But not only a song, they want a song of V'hei Rava. That's it. And I'm starting to complain to tell them, well, I don't think I don't care. I don't want to hear any stories right now. And Baruch Hashem, he sat down and I wrote the song backwards. I figured if it doesn't go. Remember that? Anyway,
We started from the end.
we started from the end.
Banned words.
Yeah,
So did you give the song to the Rebbe?
no, I
But they know about it.
They know.
They know about it.
What I did was I made sure that because I felt uncomfortable. This is an idea. I want to make sure there's no time,
Right.
But anyway, and we're working on this in the new album, and it is.
Whoever knows the words, once it comes out, whoever knows the
So
words.
this is something to look for. Any time, any release date yet, or
Between now and Shavuos, let's put
Oh.
it this way.
they say when they ask when a Jewish album is going to come out, they say
Yeah.
soon.
When an album is going to come out, you have to understand that's completely up to the writer.
100%.
Sure.
We make the effort, and the Russian decides when, yes, if no, we make efforts.
So we have Shlomi here,
Yes.
and one of your great compositions. I think we will.
Yes, let's go.
You want to honor? So Shlomi will do Moedim for us.
And the great,
The great
friend
Freilich Orchestra is here with us tonight as
We
well.
will talk about
877 Hidabroot, 877 Hidabroot, 877-443-2276, 877-443-2276, Hidabrootraffle.org. Right now, enter to win this penthouse in Yerushalayim.
ויום ניסך חושב כל יום עמנו ויום לפני יוסכו ותוי ויסכו שבחור סרב ובוי כן וצוברו ימתוי כי לכנו רחמךו ואמרכם כי לשמו חסונךו Ki be yoilom, ki vinu הפקודו יסלוח ויאל ניסחו שבכל יום עמנו ויאל נפלי יסחו ותוי יסחו שבכל יסרב ובוי כן וצורו ימעטוי כי לכל רחמךו והמרחם כי לסמו חסודךו כי מיועי לו קיווינו לו מיועי לו קיווינו לו מועידים אנחנו לו הדוי כי לכל רחמךו והמרחם כי לסמו חסודךו
And the great Freilich Orchestra. Let's hear it. Wow, great. Wow, Shlomi, beautiful. And now we'll just make sure to call right now, 877 Hidabroot, 877-443-2276 or hidabrootraffle.org to be entered to win this amazing prize, this penthouse apartment in Yerushalayim HaKodesh. And remember, if you bought tickets already before tonight, if you spent your $120, but you want to add more, for $100, you will get 5 more raffle tickets. 5 more raffle tickets, and we'll enter you into the raffle. So go ahead, call 877-HIDABROOT, 877-HIDABROOT. And it gives me great pleasure. Rabbi Elbaz is here. Rabbi Maimon Elbaz from the Torah Show. I hope this mic is on.
It's a pleasure to be here, an honor.
Okay, so Rabbi Elbaz, and he brought his friend with him. Wow. Just let me tell you, everybody, that on every Thursday night, I'm on Radio Hidabroot from 9 to 10:30 or 11, and Rabbi Elbaz precedes me from 7 to 8. So, and Baruch Hashem, I think both shows are very popular shows because there are those out there that want to enjoy this, all this unbelievable thing. But tonight we're here to talk about Hidabroot organization in Israel, Hidabroot organization who's going to give you an opportunity tonight to win this amazing penthouse apartment. So make sure to call right now, 877-HIDABROOT, 877-443-2276. Rabbi Elbaz, welcome to the show tonight. How are you?
I am terrific, and I'm very fortunate to be a friend of the Hidabroot family.
Wow. So first of all, I know you're involved. You go around to many yeshivas and schools and day schools, and you perform your Torah shows. You want to, a little bit, obviously, everything that we do is to bring everybody closer to the Rebbeinu Shalom. That's what Hidabroot does. And I think that that's what your work that you do is as well. So enlighten us. Tell us, what is it that you do and how do you...
Well, Torah Shows is trying to provide every school and every shul and every camp and every family kosher entertainment. See, not everyone needs to go see a juggler or a clown or maybe a magician. Torah itself is exciting. It's interesting. It's amusing. So I'm trying to make films that people can use instead of turning on a television, which obviously is not promoting Hashem and Torah and Yiddishkeit, but something
unless it's the Hidabroot channel.
So that's why Rabbi Zamir Cohen is lucky to have Nissim Lazari and Iran and Shlomo and the whole Hidabroot family, because you're showing the world, the religious and the non-religious, how wonderful it is to be a Jew. And that's what my shows are all about.
So first of all, who's this friend you have with you tonight?
This is Yossi. He has a special video that you can watch him at torahshows.org. So if you want to hear him and participate in a show with him, I'll be more than happy.
But he's here tonight. He's just going to sit there quiet tonight?
Tonight, he might say something soon, but I think that right now...
Because usually, I don't like people smaller than me.
If the camera zooms in just on him, I'll be happy to talk, but I'm a little shy when I'm with him. Now, the goal of Torah Shows also, with Hidabroot, is to make a website called, Hidabroot Kids at Torah Shows, where kids after school, after they do their homework, can go and watch amazing Torah shows on very interesting topics.
So you're again trying to teach them, and it's all Torah, all kosher, to bring them But obviously, why do you think it's important to support Hidabroot tonight? Again, go call 877-Hidabroot, 877-Hidabroot, 877-443-2276, or hidabrootraffle.org, hidabrootraffle.org. Could you imagine you had this view? Can you imagine this was the view of your apartment in Yerushalayim? Can you imagine living here?
That's amazing.
If you haven't gotten the magazine, this is the view. It could be your view, the penthouse apartment in Yerushalayim. Look at this. This could be Rabbi Elbaz.
That's amazing.
If we win it,
Yossi's telling me.
What's Yossi saying? Let's see what Yossi's saying.
He's saying he wishes that he could buy one. But let me tell you like this.
So Rabbi Elbaz, buy him a ticket. Maybe Yossi could win.
I love that idea. Hidabroot is doing something that was never able to be done in history before. Never in history was there someone who could unite all of the Jewish people as comfortably as Hidabroot. Why? Let's say you have a yeshiva or a shul. So now some people, they're affiliated. But some people, they don't want to walk into that shul. You know how it is. That's the shul I don't go into. Hidabroot welcomes every rabbi. Say your Dvar Torah. Say the Emet. And there's the whole world listening. Every type of Jew. All 12 Shavatim and then some. And maybe even some that aren't yet really part of our circle will be turned on to Yiddishkeit. So Hidabroot is probably doing one of the most incredible things. It may not be a yeshiva, but it has just as many Magidei Shiurim as any yeshiva.
It's one of the things that I was thinking, maybe you could, back me up on this, Rabbi Elbaz, that, television in general has a very negative effect. Why? Because you're bringing something that's not kosher. I'm talking about a regular from home.
Yeah.
You're bringing something not kosher into your home. And there's so many beautiful programs online and things, and those are the things that they should be, if they need that outlet, they should be involved in. But I think that what Hidabroot is it's the opposite effect.
How's that?
Because these people, they're looking for other things on television. And we're bringing the Torah and the kosher entertainment to them into their homes. They would never go out and seek it. But they fall on it by chance. Point. And therefore, it's the opposite of why we wouldn't have a television in our home. Right. They need to have that television at home to be turned on to Hidabroot. And call right now, 877-Hidabroot. Come on, Rabbi Elbaz, tell them to call this number right now, 877-Hidabroot.
877-443-2276. Good luck to you.
HidabrootRaffle.org.
And I hope you'll be the winner. And I want you to know that anyone who supports Hidabroot is a major winner, because I know myself that I am stuck in the car sometimes listening to a Dvar Torah or a story from some great speaker, and I say to myself, wow, I can't leave the car. I'm in the middle of a great shir. And everywhere I go, I can't wait to turn on Hidabroot, because I know I'm going to be inspired, uplifted, and closer to Hashem and His Torah.
So Rabbi Elbaz, we have a few minutes. Yossi has to say. You didn't bring Yossi here just
to sit. If you zoom in on Yossi, he'll talk.
Is it possible to zoom in on Yossi? And Yossi's going to say something. He's going to tell everybody, Yossi, what does he have a last name? Not Green. That's a different Yossi tonight. We're going to get back to Yossi in a few minutes. So what is Yossi? Yossi. Should I say Yossi?
No, Yossi talks alone.
He talks alone.
I'm not a ventriloquist, but he is.
He is. So Yossi, tell everybody why they should support Hidabroot.
I think everyone should support Hidabroot because the greatest mitzvah in the world is teaching children Torah. And today, everyone's children, even people that are 80 years old, are children because they don't know about Hashem. And Hidabroot's teaching them everything they have to know.
Oh, wow. So tell them to call the number, Yossi. Tell them to call the number.
Okay. Everyone should call in 877-443-2276. And remember, Yossi's your best friend, so you better listen to your best friend.
That's right. So go and you could win this amazing suite, this amazing penthouse apartment in Yerushalayim. It could be yours. And Rabbi Elbaz, so tomorrow night.
I want to know how close to the Kotel is this house.
You know what? You know what? You'll invite the winner onto your show in a few weeks, so maybe tomorrow night the winner will come onto your show. Listen, and then he could come onto my show once, a few hours later.
That's exciting. But I want to leave my audience with a great lesson. There was a story about a guy who was a bus driver in Yerushalayim. And after 30 years, he decided to retire. People said, Chaim, why do you want to retire? He said, because I'm 60 years old. I want to do something else. All day I'm sitting taking children to cheder and putting on their seatbelts. I want to do something that's a little more coveted for my mishpacha. You know what I'm saying? So his friend told him, go speak to the great Rabbi Chacham Ben Sion Abba Shaul, the Rosh Yeshiva of Parat Yosef. What does he have to say? He goes to the yeshiva and the rabbi asks him. He says, you think that's a bus you drive? That's a shul. He goes, you think that's children? Those are Sifrei Torah. You think you're opening the door to let the kid on the bus? That's Ne'ilah and Yom Kippur. You're opening up the door of the Eichal to bring the Torah. I said, you want to give up this zechut that people around the world spend millions of dollars, add up all the money of every shul when they sell the Aliyah on Yom Kippur, the zechut to open up the Eichal by Ne'ilah. You want to give that up for something else? What could be more covetic? And the man kept his job as the bus driver because he realized that there's nothing greater than taking care of Hashem's children. Today, Mashiach is waiting outside. Hidabroot is welcoming Mashiach to talk online onto the air. When Mashiach comes, who's going to be able to hear him talk? Now, obviously, Hashem will make miracles, but I believe Hidabroot's setting up the station. You'll turn to one channel, you'll hear Ein Yaakov Shir. Another station, Daf Yomi. Another shir teaching the woman the laws of challah and how to make kibbeh, sambusek, and lachmajin. And if you're Ashkenaz, how to make cholent, kigel, and satmar kishka, of course. So whatever the story is, Hidabroot is a wonderful, incredible thing. And we all have to feel that it's our baby. And we have to take care of it. Because you know why? Every one of us enjoys it. I save money. I don't have to buy CDs these days. I hear every favorite song in the world right there. So I am Makar Tov. Hidabroot is saving me money. I don't have to run to every single lecture around town. I save gas. They bring me the share. So everyone should be Moser Nefesh for all those great people.
I just want to clarify Rabbi Elvis, I'm just going to clarify something. Obviously, we give on Hidabroot Radio, they give all that music. We should still go out and buy the CDs. I'm sorry.
No,
and support our singers because they have to make their money back.
That's true. But then again, the B'nai Torah, for instance, who really want to hear the music and are not b'yecholes, so you're at least giving us a taste. And I think that...
I'll tell you what I enjoy about it.
Yes.
Because I could say, if not every CD, but most of them I have. And when the music, I would never have, it's like all my music in an iPod. And I'm able, I know that song. I haven't heard that song in the longest time. Okay, so Rabbi Elbaz, tomorrow night, tune in on 97.5.
In general, I'm on 7 o'clock to 8. I will be going to Cleveland this week for Shabbos, for a Simcha. I wish you only Simchas and Klal Yisrael. But at the same time, my favorite highlight of the week is tuning in to Rabbi Yoeli's program, all the wonderful programs, especially the Kids Hour from 7 to 8. And Yossi the Dummy will be there, Mitzvah Hashem, and hopefully you'll enjoy him online at Hidabroot TV one day as well. Thank you so much for letting me be part of the Hidabroot family.
Thank you so much, Rabbi Maimon Elbaz. Okay, and now I welcome back my host, Yossi.
Yeah, I don't know how comfortable I'm about this Yossi the Dummy business, but
that's why I said his name.
We have work to do now, Yoeli. We got to sort of bring
that was Yossi the Dummy. Now we have the legend.
Okay.
The legendary Yossi.
Do me a favor. Let's cut the legend. I'm going to go home. I'm going to believe.